Hey everyone, how's it going? Well, today is Sunday. I think it's October 20th. Never sure about the date, but it's close. So we're done harvest. Just in time really, because it is wet. Wet, rain, snow. Some places got snow already. We did some chiseling there. I got some videos on that. I'm pretty much done. I wanted to chisel the south farm, but I don't think that's going to happen. But anyway, I wanted to make this video earlier. But yeah, the MX210. She's done for this time. Caught fire again going down the highway. And it's written off. So actually there's a... It's going to auction now. We have to take the loader off. The loader is not included in insurance, so loader is always separate, and there's nothing wrong with the loader. So we're going to take that off, and the mounts. But I just finished putting brand new tires on this thing last fall, and the fall before that, the fronts. So it's got brand new rubber basically, except for the left-hand side. That's a $2,000 tire. Yeah, fire started under the cab again, and this time it cooked it pretty good. The motor is good. I can't see nothing wrong with this engine, just the wiring. It's just like it's got tinted windows now. The fire did get up on this side, up in front this time. Needs a whole new wiring harness again and all that jazz. Fuses here. There's a fuse panel there. That's where it started. That's where they said it started before. But it did start in this area, and once it gets those hydraulic lines going, you can't stop it. And it melted the whole dash this time there. Got up into the headliner. And the fire department came out and blasted it with water 2 times, and then it started on fire again, and the 3rd time they had to blast it. So, I actually had my joystick in there for the bale mover, and I think they soaked it, because it doesn't seem to work anymore. But I'll just get another one. But yeah, that's the 210. It was a pretty good tractor. I definitely didn't want it to burn. We could have used it. The loader's really heavy duty. That's the biggest loader you can get from Allied at the time, Bueller. Now I don't even think Bueller Allied makes loaders, even Farm King, I think, and I don't know. It's all weird. Companies bought them out and everything now, so yeah. But I have been looking at a deer. Might go green. You never know. I've been looking at a few. One was a 74 or 30. Correct me if I'm wrong. Premium. That was a pretty nice tractor. It sold at the auction here a few weeks ago. I think it was $99,000 it sold for. It had 6,000 hours on it. Yeah, I didn't mind that tractor. Nice and heavy. Not as many horses as this, but I think it's 160. That tractor was 165, 170 horse, maybe 175. I'm not sure, but that would have done good. There's another tractor I'm looking at. It's a 6150R, and that's a 2015. Looking at a few John Deeres. I didn't really like the 210 for having a loader on it. It was kind of a little bit, what's the word, cumbersome maybe? I don't know. the joystick was bolt on to the seat there, and that didn't, it was always interfering with the throttle, so that's one thing I didn't like. This tractor had really good brakes, and when you would come up to the trailer with a bale and you kind of had to step on the brake a little bit, it would just throw you almost through the windshield. So but I guess that's better than no brakes. But yeah, so we do have to take this loader off. But yeah, I know I'm either looking for I'm looking at a Puma too. I'm not sure though. I kind of like the Deere better, these ones I've been looking at. The Puma's all right. It's a 140, I believe. Puma 140. I just didn't like the inside of the cab. It seemed a little bit, I don't know, what do you call it, cheap, maybe. Mind you though, the John Deere Premium had the nice cab, but the one that wasn't a Premium kind of seemed cheap inside too, so I don't know. There is another Premium I have seen. So I'm going to go take a look at that. But yeah, the 210 will be saying bye-bye here soon. Yeah, that's all brand new tires. Oh, you should see, well, I have pictures of it. I'll post them with this video if I can here. When this thing loses electrical power to the transmission, you cannot move. It digs in its feet so hard. I have calcium in those tires too. And man, it was, we had a 30-ton winch pulling it on a flatbed, a tilting flatbed. And the deck was wooden, and it once it hit that wooden deck, it skidded on the pavement for a ways, and then once it hit that wooden deck, it was like yeah, it didn't want to go. And then it took to get it off to where it is right here. We had the 9250 right there, and it was hopping to pull this thing off here. Once it got on the grass, it wasn't too bad. It was still, it digs in, boy. Like, it's not a light tractor, and it's got a lot of weight to it. And when all four tires are holding, it doesn't want to go anywhere. So that the trucking cost me $1,000 just to get it off the road and back to the yard. So, but anyways, that's the 210, as some of you have seen. I had it on Instagram. But yeah, give me your opinions in the comments there. What you think of the John Deere or the Puma? Yeah, I would like something not too small. Like, I already got too many smaller tractors, like the 135 for loader. I wish it was a bit heavier because it has the heavier front end. That's another thing I didn't like. This thing was a pretty heavy front end on here, but when the seals go on this one, which they did twice, they're pretty good now. They weren't leaking here, but they are a pain to work on. You need special tools, and yeah, they actually did an update on them, and I had to get them done twice. Like, I couldn't, like on the MX 135, I can do those, but on this one, no way, not for me. Even the mechanics said they didn't like it either. I had this thing once at John Deere, and once at a local mechanic too. So, but yeah, let me know in the comments what you guys think. What the next tractor should be. This tractor is actually worth more now than when we bought it. The used equipment prices went up and everything. So, but yeah, that's how it is. I've got my MX 170 here too, and this thing has to go to the shop. It needs the reverse quit on it. So, first thing I did was change the solenoids right there. I put the brand new one, that's the reverse, and it didn't make a difference. And usually that's the first thing you check. So I put they're not very expensive. I put another one in there. I might have to get this thing with some gauges and do a pressure check on it. But there is I've been researching online, and people are saying that because this on these MXs, they don't use like on my 135 and 120. They got the Magnum rear end, the heavy rear end on these ones. But in the transmission, it's all the same as the other tractors. The reverse clutch pack shaft has a spin weld on it, and they say they've been known to come apart. They've taken them out and got them welded properly at a machine shop. So that could be an issue. That could be one of the a problem too, or the problem. Or it could be electrical. I am going to look at it here soon, because this tractor is pretty handy. But yeah, there's also some codes I can read on there too, so I'm going to read the codes and everything. So anyways, yeah, tell me what you guys think. Should I go red or green?